away by the tit. It's the clip for calling clicks. I'm all in, so I'm bound to trip. Flip my product like Mickey D's cheeseburgers. More like a waffle, how these fees get served. As I bend the block, yes, I beat the curve and pass broadcast. But the baby seems absurd. I'm the mission for that cheese on the first and third. I'm living that glove life like I'm six and bird. With young buck on the team, we gon' bleed them birds and lock down the whole city with that biggest Persian. B and C is the click I claim. There's the D's is the chick I aim. Way heavy when I spit that game. Have mommy taking me on shopping sprees when she dish that lame. Yeah.
Roses, good morning. I am Tarot King the Prophet. This is another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to roll out another 3 oracles reading for you guys. Yes, and all that is where I take one card from 3 different decks and I put them together to form one forecast. Simple enough? Yeah, I say so. I've done my prayer. Ashe. Get that all out the way. I start these out with the Damon Tarot deck. That's where I get my fortune cookie for my roses, okay? Let's get into a few wraps and we'll be ready to roll. One of these days, I'm going to start the show out shuffling cards and talking at the same time. And that way we'll be able to kill these little 30 seconds. It's all good. I ain't mad. If you ain't mad, I ain't mad. So, all right. Here we go. Flavros. Flavros is the first message for us. Disclaimer, I do smoke. I got my cigar right there. I'm going to take a little tap every now and then. So if you don't watch these shows, then don't watch them. Anyway. Flavros. What does Flavros have to say to my roses this morning? The divination behind Flavros is focus on unlikely allies. Unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be honest in certain situations. Focus on unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be dishonest in certain situations. Sound like it might be a little teaming up going on there with someone that you don't even think, you wouldn't even think would be your partner. You wouldn't even think it was the person to team up with. But yeah, here we are. Wraps on this. Uno, dos, tres. Shut it up a little bit. Alright. And onto this Moonology Oracle deck. Let's see what we get from here. Waxing Moon. The energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. This is also where we're going to get our number for the day. 2, 6, and 8. 2, 6, and 8 are the numbers for the day, Rose. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing. Wait, no. No, I'm sorry. Kill those numbers. Those aren't the numbers. This is not the waxing crescent moon. This is just the waxing moon. It's my bad. Let me see. 9 and 8. 9 and 8 are the numbers. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Am I tripping like that? I got dyslexia this morning. Doing things backwards. The energy is gaining momentum, finally. Waxing Moon. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up, emotions are building too. Where do you want to go and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can just make the courageous commitment to make more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. Roses, the attune to the moon is, I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know I'm headed in the right direction. And I might even be with some unlikely allies. Light show. move it all to the black astrology cards. I gotta stick my tongue out when I shuffle these because it's so tough. Yeah. All right, shuffle my son. All right. And let's see. I'm not gonna worry about a repeat this time, and we didn't. Y-O-D, Yod, your destiny. Maybe destiny. I doubt it's anybody else's, but it's destiny. All right, let's see what Yod talking about. Destiny 166. I only got a new card. If you've been following, you know what I'm talking about. Yod, destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Jean de La Fontaine. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Jean de La Fontaine. The ancients believed that the Yod was an area of fate in the chart and not a particular favorable one. Also called the Eye of God or the Finger of God, the Yod is a peculiar astrological configuration in the chart. It is a triangle formed by two planets 60 degrees apart, while both are 150 degrees from a third planet. This creates a thin pie-shaped aspect. The Yod configuration is linked to the Hebrew alphabet, Yod or Yud. It is the 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, which has a mystical implications signifying the omnipresence of God and often denoting demoting humility, because the energy is locked in that triangular configuration, causing matters to be fated and often difficult, but not without their rewards. Yod configuration is influential and implies that there is a disruptive force at work. In a sense, this astrological placement of planets is somewhat in exile from the other planetary energies because they are not harmonious with each other and therefore cause tension. This can bring about feelings of intense stress and restriction. There can also be a sense of being different, feeling alone, and being out of step with others at times. A Yod in a natal chart can even indicate being the black sheep of the family. When the Yod card presents itself in a reading, it means the situation may be chaotic or may soon turn that way. It will be hard to see any clear path because of this chaos, but it will be important to weather through it all. This is not always bad because it is a process of finding what works and what isn't functioning, and now will be the time to be scaling things down and weeding out what is unnecessary. But more than that, this card is about finding your own truth, even though that truth may not be reflected through others. You may wish for more support when this card comes up and will have to manage this all on your own. Another development may turn up another development may turn up, and that is you will prefer to work it out on your own without any interference from others. This card can denote a time to voyage inward and come to your own truth. There really isn't anyone who will have the tools to figure out this more so than you at this time. So may not be the best time to take advice from others. Your inner knowing has it already. You just had to take the time to process the information to come to your own answers. At times when the Yod card turns up, there will be health issues that need to be dealt with and solved before moving forward. It can be indicative of autoimmune disease, celiac disease, fibromyalgia, thyroiditis, everyday allergies, and other ailments. Although these diseases would not be life-threatening, they could still be a crucible of sorts, with a need for drastic changes to be made for relief or for symptoms to subside. More positively, this card means that circumstances are good for achieving your goal, but be prepared for sacrifices on your part, and not just one, but several. It will not be an easy path, but it's time to expand your focus. You have a desire for greater awareness, which will come through dedication. but patience and adaptability are necessary in making this situation work to fulfill your greater purpose, the one you were born for. Man, I can't read this morning. All right, Rose, the yard card in brief is saying needing to make adjustments, being inventive, being unique, having a special purpose, trusting all will work out as it is meant to, the eventual success of destiny and fate, even amongst chaos, self-examination, and discovery after a period of confusion, missed opportunities, increased awareness, humility, being shown factors you are currently blind to, making up your mind, making a choice, learning from adjustment, and flowing with the change, a conduit of energy, profound blocks, stop and start emotions. It is best not to force the issue at this time as there is fate involved. Allow matters to unfold before acting, bringing everything together, answering the call as the ordinary life is released into the spiritual. The corresponding tarot card is the Ace of Swords reversed. That's the Ace of Arrows in the Wildwood Tarot deck in reverse. Facing the truth, a reality. Key ideas, destiny, doing things on your own, standing strong, making a difference. Focus on unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be honest in certain situations. The energy is gaining momentum. I know I'm headed in the right direction. And the Yod, destiny. I kind of feel like this might be a situation where you are moving away from people that you trust, especially if you're like in a business endeavor or something like that. People that you know, people that you trust, friends, things like that. And starting to move on to work with strangers, people that you don't know, people that are in business or are in the line of what it is that you have going on or what it is that you're doing. I hope you guys don't hear my stomach growling. I think this is, I think that's what a lot of it has to do. You going internal, moving away from your friends and, people just unprofessional people, that don't really fit your purpose in this situation, whether it's a career or a relationship or a new business or something like that. The advice and opinions of the people are based on their bias of knowing you. You see what I'm saying? When people see you, a lot of times they see a reflection of themselves, and when they're giving you their opinion, they're giving you their opinion of how things would affect them and what they would do if it were them. But it's not, it's you. So they don't know unless they have been there before or have a extracurricular advanced knowledge on it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to take advice from someone, take it from someone who is in the field that you're going towards. You get me? If you're going to take advice about starting a business, take it from someone who is at least has a business, or at least, in the licensing department. Shit. If you're going to take advice from somebody about raising your kids, at least take it from somebody who has children, or at least teaches the classes. You feel me? You're going to take advice from somebody about in a relationship, at least talk to somebody who has a successful relationship. You know what I mean? Those type of things. Other than that, I think this is really a time for you to look inward. You know the answers to a lot of the questions that you, seemingly ask. You don't really ask. You kind of it's just like to me, it's really just like kind of like a procrastination, kind of an unsurety. Like you ask these questions, like the main question that you're really asking, even though you're asking, hey, does this cup black, da, 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 da. It's just like, are you sure you want to sell this merchandise? You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really going on in your head. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Just go inward and figure it out. The thing of it is, unless you're talking to somebody who's experienced in that field, then you just need to do your own research and just look within, and move away from those close to you that you trust in this situation. Because like I said, when they're giving you their opinions and their advice. They're giving it to you from a biased place. They're giving it to you from their experience that they haven't had yet. You see what I'm saying? They're imagining. They're giving you an advice from an imaginative point. You know, they haven't been there, so they're just imagining an outcome. You know what I mean? So find somebody who's been there and talk to them about it. Okay. Anyway, that is what I have for you guys today. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you really like the show, hit that notification bell down there, and it'll let you know when I'm on. You know, keep you on point on what I got going on. So, yeah, I am Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Pound LP, y'all. Love, blessings, light, and peace.